everyone, welcome back to my channel Cheeky Journals. If you're new here, I'm Tracy, and today I just want to share with you these beautiful fairy tins. They are so beautiful and they're in the form of a type of book, and I'm so surprised with how much this tin can actually take. I have added just over 100 pieces. I think there's like 102 or 103 things in here, but to make it easier, I'm just rounding it off and saying I've managed to add 100 pieces of ephemera in here, and there's still space to add some more. So it's really surprised me how much you can actually fit into this little tin. And look at that inside cover. I love it, and it's like a pale blue color. It fits so well with everything. So I'm just going to put this to the side and then I'll start showing you. The first thing that I've added is this beautiful leaf. It's so delicate and it's got, you can see like the little veins going through. This works very well on a journal page, or just if you're doing a collage, you can staple it or glue it. I've then got some buttons here with a bead charm. The buttons come in different sizes and I like the pastel color that it adds. I've added all of the buttons to this piece of fabric, and the reason I've done that is because I didn't want the buttons to fly everywhere around the tin, and this just keeps it nice and together. Obviously that can just be snipped off and then you can use the buttons on a project of some sort, and you can also reuse the fabric. So this is my take on a button card. I also have this thread card with some ribbon, and I love the roses on there. It's a pinkish color, I would say, with some green, and the ribbon itself is not cream, but it's also not like that stark white. I would say it's very much an off-white. I've got some linen with some stamps on, and this I've stamped with archival ink so it won't wash off. So I've got a butterfly, some words. That can be like a nameplate thing. And of course I had to add some more butterflies. That is one of my favorite things to add to my projects. I also have some fabric in here. I love these soft and beautiful tones, and I've also added this piece. It's got the most prettiest flowers, butterflies, and a dragonfly on, and this is slightly larger than the bottom one. I would say this would easily cover an A5 journal. I've also added a serviette. How can you not? This works so well with decoupaging, and I've actually added some of these to my journals. I've added a serviette in my December daily and I loved it. It adds like you just have some tactile texture in your journal, and I love this print. Then I've got a pocket here filled with some little bits and pieces. There's a variety of things in here. It is quite full. So I've got some tabs made out of scrapbook paper, and this is a heavy cardstock, so it will sit very well on a page. I've got some little flowers in here, and there's just a variety of colors and some with little glitter on, and the glitter doesn't come off. So that is one thing that I hate, is if you buy something and there's glitter on and it keeps falling off and you just have glitter everywhere. I also have some patterned hearts. I love this paper especially. It's got such a antique romanticness to it. And then I've also got some scallop tabs, and they just have different designs on whichever scrapbook paper I had left over, and that just all goes back in there. Then I've added some mushrooms to the tin. I mean, how can you not? I love mushroom pictures. but they're such a scarce commodity. I really struggle to find them. You rarely find books, and I think you're just sometimes lucky if you do find them, or maybe I'm looking in the wrong spots, not sure. But they're blank at the back and they've been fussy cut. I've made a pocket with some ephemera pieces in. So these die cuts are from a Tim Holtz pack. I love these little cards. They work so well if you don't have a lot of time and you want to do some journaling. They work very well just to put on a page with some words. You can also add a photo or some journaling at the back. Then I've got some postage stamps here. They've all been used. So just some flowers, a bird, kittens, an older postage stamp, butterflies, and so on. And they all just go into this pocket that I've made. It's just an old book page. This is a sewing paper and I've just sewn it to this page. I've got some fabric here, and at the back just some scrapbook paper, and the scrapbook paper just helps to make it a bit more sturdy. I've also added a Tim Holtz journaling card, and you can do some journaling at the back or add a photo. I've got this thank you card in, and there's some space to also do some writing. This is a lovely envelope with also a floral print. I love the back. I've got a little piece with some sayings on, and this can be cut apart. I've got different tickets in here, so in total 3 different colored tickets. I've got this little note paper. The best part was with that little hand. That will be nice to insert in your journal. Then I've got an envelope and a cute pocket, and this is so strong. It will work so well as a tip-in, or even you can paper clip it. Then I've got some restaurant dockets. I've got some vintage wallpaper. It's got like a abstract floral print on. It's also got that pastel tones to it. And then I've got some more vintage wallpaper strips. I managed to get some cutouts out of a Peter Rabbit book, and aren't those 2 bunnies too cute? And then that one over there. Then I've also got a children's dictionary page, and you can use either side. This also came from the Peter Rabbit book, and I can see some journaling or a photo in there looking really good. I've got a bird book page in here, and then this is just a description of the bird, and you can also use the back. Another beautiful book page. There is something at the back, but I think I definitely prefer that side. Then I have some rose pictures here. This came from this book. It's called Classic Roses, and it's got the most beautiful rose pictures in here, and I just love the size of it. I've got another book page in here. And then I've got this fairy picture in. These are my favorites. I've just got a few left, and I'm planning to make journals with the rest. This is from a sewing book. It's just got embroidery and crochet. It's got a bit of everything in there, and I have to fold these pages for them to fit into the tin. I've got some music paper, also very old. You can see the coloring on it. I got those papers from this book over here, and as you can see, it is so old. This was really a treasure to find. And then I've got some of this paper in here with some numbers on. So those are the ephemera pieces that I've added to these tins. I've only got 3 available and I've already added them to my Etsy store. So if you're interested, I'll leave a link down below and you can have a look. There are slight differences between these 3 tins. However, they've got the same amount and type of pieces. But I've used original book pages and ephemera pieces, and I don't have duplicates, so that's where the slight difference comes in. But what I'll do is I'll have some photos or cutaway shots at the end of this video if you're interested to see. And stay tuned. Next week I'm coming out with a journal with me or a watercolor with me. I haven't decided yet, and I'll see you then. Bye.